It's Monday morning. It's yoga time. Are you ready, yoga dog? Okay, let's do it.
Hey everyone, my name is Amy, this is the Opinionated Woman, and welcome to this week's weekly vlog. I'm sure you saw with Hugo this morning, I started off by doing some yoga, which I usually do. This weekend was chill, it was hot. I started 2 new books this weekend, so that is what I'm going to kick off with now. So I filmed a little bit of a clip when I started reading my non-fiction Polysecure, which is a non-fiction about polyamory and attachment issues and how they link, or attachment styles and how they link. So I'll insert that now. Okay, this is a clip for Monday, Amy. But I just delved into, I just started Polysecure. I know I keep telling you that I have vlogs. I mean, I have a bunch of fantasies saved, but the Polysecure popped up on Script, and I've been really wanting, like me and my sibling listened to a polyamory podcast by Shrimp Teeth when we were driving back to Cape Town from Joburg, and it was really interesting. And I've just got out of my first polyamorous relationship, and I am still keen, even though this is the relationship that introduced me to polyamory and ethical non-monogamy, which is when, you know, everybody within the partnership is aware and open and knows what's cracking, you know, everybody is consenting. And I really want to get into a little bit more of the theory behind polyamory and how to do ethical non-monogamy the right way and different types of polyamory and all of that kind of stuff as I go into any new relationships. So I've just got through the preamble of it and I'm excited. The author is a therapist, narrates it as well. I'm not sure of their pronouns. For some reason I thought it was they, them, but I looked around and I couldn't see them. And yeah, so they're a therapist and non-monogamous themselves. So obviously they have a lot of like actual personal experience and then experience in the scientific sense as well. So I'm super excited. I always say that. I'm really amped to get into this. I want to learn more about this. I want to become a wise old polyam with a cute little polycule. That would be sweet as hell. Anyway, I'll let you know how it goes. And then, physically, I started reading The Silver Star by Jeanette Walls. And this book, I mean, I think if you saw my charity store book haul, this was one of the books that was in there that I picked up because it's an author that I've heard of, and I wanted to try out her work, even though I'd never heard of this particular book. And I'm like nearly done. I'm reading this so fast. I sat in my bedroom yesterday during the day when it was really hot and my bedroom was so nice and cool, and I read like 60 pages or something of this. And it's so, her writing is so compelling. She just writes characters that you just want to keep on reading about, and even when there's hard things that she writes about, it's still really like it keeps you going. It really keeps you going. So we're following these two sisters in 1970s, Liz and Bean. And right at the beginning, their mom buggers off. Like she's gone off to, she would like leave them alone with like chicken pot pies in the freezer, and go to LA and try and, you know, make it as a musician. She leaves the kids for like quite a while, and they end up going to stay with their uncle who lives in Virginia in this like really overgrown like old mansion. And now the girls are living there with him and they're finding out about their, Bean is finding out about her father, they're finding out about how this town works, their history, and it's just so easy to read. It's so easy to read. Like something, I don't want to spoil it because like you should read this, like definitely read this, but like something happened in it, and it takes Bean as a character who is the person that we're hearing from. So Liz is 15 and Bean is about to turn 30. So she's little, but she's so wise, and she's got like such a strong feeling of what's right and what's wrong and what you should and shouldn't do. And she's a really sweet character to read from. And her connecting with the part of her family that she didn't know about before was just so great to read about. And I'm gonna be done with this so fast. Like, she's such a good writer. I'm picking up The Glass Castle for sure. Okay, so I'm not gonna waffle too much in this vlog, hopefully, until I get my tattoo. I will update you every day, like when I'm finishing stuff. But I'm getting a tattoo on Thursday, which I want to film, which will be very exciting. So yeah, the rest of this week I've got work to do. I've got work to do. I've got videos scheduled to go up. I've got a blog post coming out this morning. It's coming out in like half an hour. My monthly blog post that I've been trying to work on. So I will link that below. One of the things I've given myself to do this year is to be really creative. And that one of those things is to write a fully fledged blog post every month that is about a topic that I've like, it's like a personal essay or something that I need to put some research into or something, just to like talk about what I want to talk about. But anyway, yeah, I will link that below if you're interested. And now it is time for me to get to work. Me and Hugo are in the car. He's a good boy in the car now. He used to throw up a lot, but now we're just going to do some errands, so he's going to come with me because I don't like, he likes to be part of it, you know? Look at that cute boy. Speaking of that cute boy, that's what I came in to say. Yesterday I was going through my WhatsApp and there's this one picture that I took of Hugo when I saw him at the rescue, like the first dog that I proper locked eyes with at the rescue. And I took a photo of him like right away and I sent it to my mom and I checked and I've got it. And it's this. When I got him he was 4. He's 6 this year, but so he's like fully grown. But look, like this is why I fell in love with this dog. Like as soon as I saw him I was like, can I go look at that dog? And I jumped and I went in and he jumped all over me and everything. He doesn't jump anymore. Trained it out of him, which is nice. And yeah, it just made my, like every time I look at that picture it makes my heart. I was looking for it for a blog post, so yeah, I'm glad I found it. Are we gonna go, boy? Okay, we're gonna go. I had a thought while I was working. I've got not like the tiniest little bit of this article left to do, but I wanted to come in and chat to you because sometimes I go onto TikTok or mostly Instagram. I'm not too much on the side of BookTok, and this is one of the reasons I'm not on the side of BookTok, is that whenever I see people making content, a lot of the time like around books, they'll have like these beautifully laid out like piles, like loads of books, like not necessarily always, but they'll be standing in front of shelves full of books, you know, and they'll be able to do vlogs and videos reading the latest releases. So they'll make videos about their most anticipated releases, which are really fun videos. It's like definitely shows me books are coming to put me on their radar. But there's absolutely no way that I know I'm going to really get hold of any of those. Like when it comes to like a birthday or like Christmas or something, like then I might be able to, and that's great. Like I'm never going to turn down a new release, especially if it's like a queer BIPOC author, because I don't have, like I'm trying to grow my queer books in my shelves a little bit more, because I read a lot of them on audio. And that's the thing, is I get a lot of my new releases on audio. I get them on script. So when I do get a new release, it's on there, but they're not guaranteed to be on script. Like the books that I want to read, like say Detransition Baby, I really want to read that, but it's not on script. It's full price right now, which is a lot of money, and I don't have the budget. I just don't have the budget. Like I eat mostly vegetarian because meat is so expensive. Like I'm really not in the financial situation to be able to do what a lot of these booktubers do, these bookstagrammers, and their pictures are beautiful and their content is joyful and I love watching it. And I know a lot of them get arcs, you know, because they're bigger channels, so they get sent books, so they're not always buying new books, you know. So I'm not shaming them at all. I'm just saying, as a creator who has a smaller budget, it's a little bit harder to feel like you can keep up in a way. So that's why whenever I've been getting new books recently, like not new books, like secondhand books that I got or books that I borrowed, like I took a bunch of books that I borrowed from my dad and I went throughout his house to find different places to take beautiful book pictures because it's so much fun. And they're not necessarily new releases either, but they are beautiful books that I didn't have access to otherwise. And you know, making beautiful pictures with the books that I do have and reading backlist authors. And now once I've got one more book left on my TBR that I picked in my last picked my TBR video. You're sitting on it right now. It's Jamaica Inn by Daphne du Maurier. Because two of the books that were in that list, I forgot to tell you about that. I took Credo out because it was like set in like 800 BC, and it was like about religion, and it was written like old school. It was just not my vibe, so I donated that. And then Maze Runner, because I realized, you know, it's just not the type of book that I read anymore. It's for a much like younger audience. Like its time has come and gone, so I've decided to put that one to the side as well. But yeah, so I'm going to be using my library. So yeah, I think I am going to try and make a concerted effort to focus things on how to read on a budget, and how to maybe not get caught up in the newest titles. Like keep those in the back of your mind, and maybe one day there'll be a sale and you'll be able to pick it up, you know. But there's nothing wrong with backlist, absolutely nothing wrong with backlist. So yeah, I just wanted to come in and say that. I'm going to finish my article now. I forget to really show these, but this is what my little quilt gratitude came out as with my bullet journal. And yeah, I thought it came out really cool. It is Tuesday morning. I am reading outside in the shade because it's actually shady for now. It is currently 27 degrees at 9:30 in the morning. So it's going to be a killer day. I woke up because it was so hot and I was like feeling nauseous because I'm on my period. And I was like, I just want to sleep longer, but it was just way too hot, just way too hot. But what I wanted to come in and say is that last night I finished Silver Star, and it was really fucking good. One of the reviews I saw of this is that she's a yarn spinner. That's a good way to put it. She's such a good yarn spinner. She's like, she tells a really good story. Like she's an excellent storyteller, and I struggle sometimes when I'm reading from a kid's point of view, but Bean is such a fucking good character. She's so strong and doesn't give a crap about what the adults think. If she thinks that something is wrong, she stands up for herself regardless of who she's having to stand up to, and she's just such a great little girl. The ending was like something happened at the end that I was like like I stayed up an extra hour last night to finish this because I couldn't leave it. So I really recommend this, and I'm definitely going to read more from Jeanette Wells. I think when I go to the library, which might be this week, I will look for her other book. So, or one of her other books. So this morning I started, I'll do it this side, hang on. Jamaica Inn by Daphne du Maurier. This is a classic. This is the third Daphne du Maurier I've read. I've read Hungry Hill and of course Rebecca before this. I had to read Rebecca in school, and I absolutely fell in love with it. I read it during the holidays, and during those holidays we went to London, so I spent most of that holiday reading Rebecca on public transport in London, and it was such a good time. And this one is already starting off well. I've only read the first chapter, like 20 pages or so, but it's already got misty fucking moors it's atmospheric as shit. So we're just following our character Mary, whose mother has passed away, and her mother said to her, once I've passed away, you need to sell up the farm and go and live with your aunt and uncle at Jamaica Inn. And she's in the coach, and she tells the coachman, you can just drop me off Jamaica Inn. And she was like, and the guy was like trying to convince her that was not a place for someone to be. It was rough, and it was not for a lady and things like that. And then he finds out that it's her family, and he's like, oh shit, Orkies. So I'm super intrigued to find out what is happening at this inn, why it's so dodgy. I'm really interested to meet her family. It's just got to the point now when we're gonna meet the family. So yeah, this is my last one also on my list. So or on my little TBR pile. So I've gone through them quite quickly, but I'm super excited. And this book is so dinky and small. It's like a proper 90s mass market paperback. But yeah, I'm going to survive the rest of this fucking hot day, do some work, and probably do some editing. Alrighty, so I need to go walk to get some of my meds. I realized last night when I went to take it that it was gone. That's the problem, is that if I don't write it in my bullet journal, I only remember what meds I'm taking at that particular time of day, if it's a morning, afternoon, or evening med, and unfortunately I forgot. So I'm going to take a walk. So I've been walking around in this black top and these boxes all day because it's too hot. So I decided, I was like, you know what, when you leave the house, try and make some kind of effort. It doesn't need to be a lot. So I styled this with a little skater skirt. See? Little skater skirt. Tucked it in, which I think looks cute. And then I paired it with this necklace, which is, will my mom get mad if I call this vintage? Mom? This was my mom's necklace. I was such a horse girl when I was a kid. My favorite books were horse books. I did horse riding when I was little. I was all about the horses. And then I've put it with these cute little daisy sneakers. So it's simple, but it's actually using my wardrobe and making myself feel cute. I've been running around in dresses because I mean most of my dresses are super comfy dresses that I can wear around at home. It doesn't need to be fancy, and it's been making me feel pretty good in my brain hole. So yeah, I'm gonna feel cute, put on a lot of suntan lotion, and walk to get my meds. I was gonna take my hair down, but fuck it. I just wanted you to see what it is like for a person who is socially anxious and neurodivergent and hasn't had practice in socializing and going out with people for years, because we've all been in a panorama. But it is like midday, and so that I can chill for the rest of the day and actually get something done. Top and jacket, shoes, pants, makeup, schmellies, jewelry, and now I can go about my day. Because it's already for someone who is I'm trying to get better socially. I'm really trying to get better socially and meet new people and be able to hold a conversation that's good for me and the other person, all of that kind of thing. But the little bits sometimes get me bogged down. So I was like, okay, you want to know what you're wearing? I just realized that with this top I need a bra. Not my fave, but okay, if I have to wear a bra, I have to wear a bra. But as long as I know that what I'm going to look like and I'm going to be comfy, because that's important, because I keep on dressing myself uncomfortably. So I want to dress fun, but I want to be comfy at the same time. And sod's law, I am going out tonight and it's fucking raining. It's not raining yet, it's just super duper humid, but apparently it's going to be raining. So I have to not wear one of my cute damn dresses, which is so easy. Dress outfits are the easiest. It's just like, bang, which dress am I wearing? What shoes am I wearing? Sick, and obviously like jewelry, etc. But this is what I have to do when I'm socializing, so that my brain can relax for the rest of the day. Still insight. What a shame, this cat. Look at how dirty she is. I mean, she's having a bath, but she's having a bath on my bed. Why have you been out in the rain? It's pouring. Come on in, everyone. Fucking cat. It's pouring. It's like so rainy, and she's been out like in the grass. She's been like playing and zooming. Oh man, she's so funny. The cat kills me. So it's Thursday morning. Hello. I don't know if I spoke to you yesterday. I think I did for a brief moment. But I've been saving vlog time for today. It's tattoo day. I'm super excited. I've not got a tattoo since this one. So I'm still in my pajamas. Can't remember when I got that. End of last year, sometime last year. So it's going. Oh, you're really comfortable on the internet where you get no makeup, unshowered, and in my pajamas. But so it's going on this arm. I don't think it's going here because I want a pin-up lady here, like a portrait or full body. I'm not sure. I'm gonna give the artist some leeway. So it could go anywhere around here. And I'll show you the design when I get there. I'm gonna take my vlogging stuff because it is, I don't know if I've said before, this is my brother's shop. And my friend, who is my brother's girlfriend, my other brother, not the brother who owns the shop. My family's complicated, okay? I'm not sure how long it's going to take. I'm not sure how big it's going to be. I don't know what it looks like. This is the joy of having a tattoo artist that you know and trust, and you know is not going to steer you wrong. Like, I can completely just be like, this is what I want in words, and he's like, sick, bruh, when do you want to come in? I'm like, yeah. He's the best. He's the best. Right, I'm going to shower, get ready, because no one wants a smelly person getting tattooed, because that's nasty, though that has happened so many times you wouldn't believe. Yeah, and I'll get back to you when we're on our way. Okay, I'm here at the shop. I've got my stencil. So this arm is going to look a lot less naked. I'm excited. Alrighty, that is line work done. So it's really making this arm look a lot more full. And she's done. Okay, I was going to go cameo, and then I realized I was facing the wrong way. Never mind. Yeah. Okie dokie pals, I am back home. I'm all wrapped up. It's a bit gooey, but this is a, it's called Second Skin, and it heals your tattoo. It's called wet healing. So you basically keep this on for 10 days, and then you don't have to worry about anything getting in it, and about washing it or anything. You can just shower like normal, absolutely fine. Like, still don't like get submerged in water or anything like that. But yeah, I mean, it's wrapped up now, but I think it came out really cool. I think the ombre he did on the flames is really beautiful, and I like that it says her name strike through. Because let me explain. Okay, so I had an appointment with my therapist where I was talking about things that had happened, and she said to me that I need to not get so invested, because I get very invested in people very quickly before I get to know them properly. So like, instead of being slow, getting to know each other, feeling the vibe, I'm like, oh, a nice person that likes me, okay, let's go, you know. And she's even giving me a rule that in like other relationships that I have, I am not allowed to say I love you before 6 months, which as a lesbian is a tough thing to do, but I'll do it. But this was basically a nod to that, and to remind myself not to just give away my heart willy-nilly, like to anybody that happens to give me attention. Like, give my heart to someone or some people who are deserving of it, and who we get each other, you know, we like, and it's built over time and with trust and things like that, not just rushing into it like a crazy person. So yeah, that is what that is about. I think it's cool. I think it looks nice. I think it's nice that I now have 2 interesting looking arms. That's ooh, hello. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it there for today. I'm about to finish Polysecure. It's a very hard book for me to talk to you guys about, because It is a non-fiction about attachment theory and polyamory, and it's really useful. There's a lot of really good things that you can go back to, like when you're in a relationship. So like there's like questions to go through and tables and stuff, and it's really interesting seeing those two sides coming together. I've got about 23 I think minutes left of that, so I'm going to listen to that while I do some washing and stuff. So I should finish that quite soon, and then it's time for another crafty reads. Can you believe it? I posted my last one this week. Now it's time for a new one. Just reading at that pace, you know. And then I'm still reading Jamaica Inn by Daphne du Maurier. It's actually here. I'm about 82 pages in, so that's like quarter of the way. But it's really atmospheric and like dark and like I think you would call this gothic. It feels like a gothic novel. I really enjoy it. It's like, I love Daphne du Maurier's writing. It's just, the more I can get of hers, the better. And the thing is about classics is you find so many of them at secondhand stores, like I did with that one. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to leave today's blog here. I hope you did enjoy. Tell me what you think of my new tattoo. I think it's really funny. If you think so, let me know. Otherwise you'll hurt my feelings. But anyway, if you did enjoy, like, comment, subscribe, etc. Tickle my bell for notifications. I'll check you next time.